Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I am Pathina, formerly known as the Blues Goddess. Now we are Goddess Spirit World for the space that we're in now. So welcome back to the channel, y'all. I hope this video finds everyone in high vibrations, breathing, living, happy, on purpose, y'all. Today we are talking about those emotions, y'all. That little feminine energy, water energy. It could be rough becoming the master over your emotions. Emotions is one of those energies that will F you up in the game if you don't become master over your own emotions. You know, we take things too personal. So when you say, well, it was directed at me, so I have to take it personal. No, you don't. Do you realize that we are in a simulation, a play, a movie, whatever you want to call it? You're part of the matrix system. One of the things that the matrix does is try and control your mind and try to control your heart by using emotional energy. And as a divine feminine, you automatically got an extra dose of that energy because the divine feminine is a nurturing energy, a loving, caring energy, and that is part of emotions. But where we get in trouble in dealing with our emotions is too close to the situation. And when we're too close to an emotional situation, we tend to get lost, and we get lost in the currents of that energy because it's watery and it's moving, it's flowing, and sometimes it can spiral out of control. You know how the waters do. You get in a little, forgot what they call it, when the water is just swirling. Emotions can be all over the place. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you recognize that your emotions are all over the place, say somebody say something and they said it in a way that they kind of got under your skin, and so you feel some kind of way now about that person, and now you're caught up in your emotions. Next time you see that person, you don't really feel your energy levels drops to accommodate how you're feeling about that individual. Well, you got to put that stuff in check because it's very easy for your emotions to start judging, and you don't want to do that. The way I deal with it is seeing it for what it is, a test for myself, an opportunity for me to practice emotional control. Does that mean you have to implement hatred? No, or thought forms that's not going to benefit you, because too much negative thinking about a person, place, or thing will cause you to be in a downward spiral. You're not in control if you're going in a downward spiral. So what you do when someone crosses you the wrong way, you recognize where you are neutral, balanced, centered. So here comes the energy. Doesn't matter what face is on that energy. We got to get away from looking at the outside. We got to get used to looking on the inside for the understanding of why you are experiencing negative emotional imbalance. So you look at it in a way that's going to help balance you back out if you were to get out of control with your emotions. You say, okay, I see where that person, place, or thing is, and it's okay. You know, it's okay for people not to like you. You're not made for everybody, and everybody's not made for you. And it is okay to have people on the planet that does not care to be in your company. Because you, same as I, don't like to be in everybody's company. But for me now, it's nothing personal. It's about your energy. It's not about the face that's walking around with that particular energy that I don't care for. I see it for what it is. They're in a process of working out the negative karma as well. You know, you can't work on it if it doesn't come up. So you can help the other person just by maintaining control. You help the other individual that want you to get out of control. Don't get caught up in relationships that's taking your energy to a negative place. It's okay if you date someone and it don't work out and you've been dating that person for 6 months or 7 months. You probably saw red flags from the beginning and just decided you wanted to ignore it. Not that person's fault that you decided to ignore the red flags they were presenting to you. Not their fault at all. So do yourself a favor. Recognize how you played a role in you experiencing that negative thing and change your energy field. See, because when you change your energy field, everything around you changes as well. You start to get in more positive experiences because you got your emotional field mastered. Y'all, there are 3 bodies that we must all master before ascending to another dimensional level in our thinking. Your emotional body, your physical body, and your mental body. It's all in your head. We're not operating out here from our head space. We're operating out here from our heart space. You see the difference? Your head will have you thinking all kinds of crazy stuff about people, places, and things that's not conducive to your ascension. You have to be aware of that. Emotions, they come and they go. So if they come and they go, they're not yours. Everything that belongs to you still stays intact. Emotions, they come and they go. They're just little friendly or unfriendly neighbors. That's all it is. So don't take things personal. Know that it is designed for you to ascend. Because if you're still an emotional person, then you're going to get more emotional people coming to you. You're going to get codependent people coming to you. You don't want to be a codependent or have someone codependent on you for emotional support. You're not here to heal anyone else's emotional field. You must work on yours. So if you're getting a lot of that, if you're getting a lot of negative people around you, just get to yourself, recalibrate, see where you are, and know is no one to blame if you're in a deficit of positive energy. If your positive energy is in a deficit, it is your responsibility to put it back into a positive state. It's all on you. And so the very first step into controlling your emotional energy is recognizing and taking full responsibility in the part you played in having negative experiences. You got to clean your mind up. Clean it up. It's no one else's fault that you don't have what you want. It's no one else's fault that you're not in a space that you want to be in. Created by changing your mental perspective about everything. Everything that's in your space is there to teach you. So you just need to go around to all the things that's available, all the things that's currently in your space, and analyze it. Put it in check if you need to put it in check. And start being grateful that those things, people, and places are in your space because it's there for you to clean it up if you need to clean it up. That's the only reason why it's there. It's nothing personal. So if someone comes up to you and offers a rude comment, or they speak to you but they really don't want to speak, take it as good. Okay. I needed to see that. I needed to see a bad attitude. I needed to experience not paying attention to my own energy. Because obviously, if I'm experiencing that and I'm taking it personal, then I need to do some emotional work, because it's not personal. It's never coming directly from that person, place, or thing in front of you. It's all coming from cosmic energy designed to help wake you up, designed to help you become more aware. That's all it is. And when you clean up your emotions, you clean up that emotional field, you also clean up your mental field at the same time. And with your mental field and your emotional field cleaned up, automatically the physical will join the party. 3 is not a crowd. 3 is the magic number for your Trinity to come together. 3, 6, 9. Go look it up. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot of teaching. We done teaching. We're trying to help you get there if you want to get there. Because the wheels has been turning for a while. And we're almost ready to make this divine leap. We've already made it. Most of us have already, a lot of us have made it. A lot of us are going to not make it, but not to worry. A book that I recommend, you can get this on audio books, is a book by Dolores Cannon. It's called The New Earth Energy. And there's another book she talks about the 3 ways of volunteers. And after reading the 3 ways of volunteers, I realized I was in the first wave, because actually we started coming in the 60s. And there were volunteers that came in way before that time, but we're talking about coming in at a Pacific time for this Pacific quantum jump to help move as many souls that want to make it into the 5th dimension, New Earth Energy. We are here to help you do that. Now, the 3rd wave, these are our little teenagers that's in here that's making some game-changing decisions. They're changing the game in every area, from your finances, teaching people how to trade, to help your finances prosper. These teenagers are on it, y'all. Their minds are not nearly as divided as ours was when we came in here. Y'all, I'll be 54 this year. And I'm grateful. It's been a wonderful journey. And when I look back, and I used to say, well, that bad thing happened to me, or that. No, I don't see it that way anymore. I see everything as being good. Because had I not had those experiences that felt bad, my emotions thought it was bad. But now in this new earth fifth dimension energy, I see now that it was all good because it got me where I'm at. You have to go through the trenches. And that's something none of us can bypass. Even when you realize that you have ascended, you're in a new space, when you really realize, okay, I done it. I did that. It's not over. It will never be over. Our souls are millions of years old. That's right. We were created millions of years ago. The soul is so pure and light. It had to come into a body that can contain it and contain the vibration of that light. That's why we get bodies. But the body is not necessary in higher dimensions. So you have to work on your emotions. I tell my son this all the time. I have a 17-year-old, and he's always wanting to talk about spiritual things. So he's a Pisces. So as a Pisces, you are a water sign. You're in feminine energy. You're masculine energy and a feminine energy. You have to work on your emotions a little bit more. All you water signs out there, you're gonna have extra work to do because you're naturally emotional. You'll cry at the drop of a dime. I was like that too. I'm an earth energy. So anything that affected the earth or even people, I was very emotional because I didn't have understanding. But now that I have that understanding, there's no need for emotions. Emotions, you have to pick and choose when to use it. It's an available emotion. It's a good emotion if you can master it. It can serve you well. So don't get too caught up in your emotions and that water energy. You'll get swept under the currents, not understanding. Know that everything comes about to help you evolve. There's not really anything bad. There's really not anything bad, y'all. I know you say, well, how can I know about things that's going on the planet and see that's good? Because the outcome is going to be good. That's how the outcome is going to be excellent. And so get your emotions. Check your emotions. Is it really necessary to do all that drama? Because somebody stepped on your foot. Your foot will heal. Sometimes we need our feet stomped on. Sometimes we need things to happen to make us cry. Because crying purifies the soul. It gets rid of those negative energies that's trying to weigh you down. See, negative emotions weighs you down. Positive emotions, looking at everything from a positive perspective. The harder, I want you to remember this, the harder the struggle, the greater the reward. The harder the struggle means you won't forget. You cannot, because that struggle is going to be etched in your memory. But when you look back, you can now start to look back at those memories that tried to convince you that this was bad, bad, bad. I'm here to tell you it was good because you overcame it and you're in a new space and you have a new appreciation for the lessons that the divine brings just so you can ascend and come back home. So look at it, step back from the situation and really look at why is it here. So it's okay to ask questions when things come up. Why did this happen today? Why did my boss go off on me? Why did somebody cut me off in traffic? Why? Maybe you need to learn some patience. I don't know. I'm just throwing some things out here. This is all designed to help you, get through all that red tape so you can ascend. That's all. So nothing is bad. It's all good. So if you can keep that perspective and work on it every day, before you know it, you'll be letting stuff roll off of you like a water on a duck. It doesn't matter. It's not matter. It's still in the ethers. These emotions are just swirling around, seeking who they can devour, seeking who they can bring down because that's their job. I can't stop the emotions from doing their job, but I can certainly master my own emotional field so I won't get swept away in those waters. That's what you need to know in order to move through those murky waters. Y'all, so many of us, we just check out of life when we lose a loved one. We don't know why they had to leave, if they left in a tragic way. We have a whole lot of emotions coming at you at the same time. You're sad, you're mad, you're confused, you're frustrated, you're irritated. Well, why? Because all that stuff needs to come up and you need to dismiss it, release it. But before you release it, thank you for showing up. Thank the emotion for showing up and showing you a piece of you that needs to be cleaned up. That's how you do it. That's how you move on. So let's move on, y'all. Let's get out of this rut of blaming others, blaming things on why we're so emotional. Because none of that's true. You're emotional because you haven't taken the time to become master over your emotions. And to know it's okay not to have emotions. But we're going to all have a little bit of emotion. It's almost natural to have a little something, but can you control your emotions? Some people get mad and they go 0 to 1,000 real quick, and even to the point of using hands and using objects to hurt others because they lack understanding. It's not that they're a bad person. There's no such thing as a bad person. You're just a person going through an experience and you're trying to figure this stuff out. So if you go from 0 to 100 real quick, you're way too far to the left. You need to calm it down, bring it down, and get back in the middle. That's how you put your emotions in check. Meditation is the most common tool the divine creator gave us. Meditation is divine and it's common and it's soothing and it's peaceful. So once you tap into that love, and I can't even explain it to you. It's like total bliss. It's like euphoria. It's an abyss of happiness. I can't even explain it, but when you get there, you'll know that you're there. No one's going to have to tell you that you're there. You will know where you are. You'll know how to pick up the emotions before it even actually get to you. You can feel it coming on. Now you can be proactive in being a master over your own emotional field. And when you become master over your emotional field, baby, you can win on a lot of things. It takes emotions to manifest. So we want to have good emotional feelings. We want to get real positive emotional when we're creative. And we want to stay in a positive emotional feel in order to bring it in. That's how we do it. And that's why you need to put your emotional energy, put your emotional body in check. You will get more out of this beautiful life just by putting those emotions where they supposed to be, under your feet until you need them. My emotions, no, you stay there. And I'm not covering emotions up. I'm not watering it down with alcohol. I'm not, you don't cover it up. You recognize it. Thank you. I needed to see that. That's something I need to work on for myself. If I get mad because somebody bumped into me in the grocery store, my emotions need to be put in check. It's an accident. Okay, get over it. Because a lot of times, and especially when you think you have your emotions in check, you're going to get tested. Look for it. Welcome the opportunity. Welcome the opportunity to show the universe that you are really master over your emotions. Because when you're master of your emotions, the universe can trust you and send you a higher level of people, places, and things because you're ready to be in that. You're ready to be on that level with people, places, and things that are masters over emotions and mental ability, master over the body, master over what to put in, what not to put in. You have to master yourself before you can master anything else. This whole life journey, time and time again, coming in this realm of reality is just for us to work on ourselves, taking all the attachments off that you're going to get when you come in here. There's no option. You're going to get attachments when you get here. You come in here naked, but you're going to be attached to a lot of things, a lot of people, until you know better. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. If you're not where you want to be emotionally, if you still find yourself too emotional over things, you're afraid people are going to be in and out your life, you're afraid your husband or your wife is going to leave you, or you're not going to have a relationship, get over it. You are your own relationship. Get to know who you are, love yourself, and you'll have someone else to come in that will love you the way that you love yourself. That's how that works. So it's all on you. The ball has always been and always be in your court. The divine source created all of us and said, go and explore. You have free will. And if you give to somebody, that's on you. It was given to you by divine source. What you do with it is what you do with it. It's all on you. No one can take it. You have to give it. They take it from you as a child, but you have to get it back when you become an adult. When you turn 18, well, okay, I'm sorry. I ain't feeling being in this religion. I'm not feeling going to the doctor every 3 months. I'm not feeling all this stuff. So I'm going to make a conscious decision to take this attachment off. Because I don't need it. All I need is within me, in the light that's in me. That's all I need is to become aware of that, get in tune with that light, become that light, become one with the light. We're in a time now, you have to be one with everything. You have to be okay with everything. It's okay. It really is okay. Everybody signed up to do certain experiences, and that's what they're doing. And some of those experiences are also designed to test you, test your emotions. I hate to hear about children being abused. I hate to hear about animals being abused. I used to get really emotional about stuff like that, but now I see from a higher perspective. Everybody involved in abusing children, Everybody involved with abusing drugs, abusing animals, abusing anything, they all got together and decided they have that experience to teach us, to teach the others. As volatile as it may sound, as sad as it may be for some, but that is what it is. Sometimes we have to come and teach the adults in a child's body. Somebody got to experience whatever that thing is so others will know about it and know the negative impact it has. And the hope is more won't go that way, that they'll stay in a righteous fashion in the middle of the frequency. That's the hope. That's why it's done. Everything is predestined and designed just for us to evolve. And this planet has taken so long as a whole people to evolve. Some people are still into hatred based on ridiculous things like your gender, your sexual preference, your race. There is no race. There is no race. Race is an illusion, but it's designed to mess with your emotions. Don't allow things like that to mess with your emotions, y'all. You're going to get swept under the currents if you're looking at person. If you're looking at a person's gender, you're looking at a person's color, you're looking at all that, where they're from, what country they're from. Who cares? They're from the planet Earth. We all live on the Earth. Earth is a place. So y'all, take care of your emotions out there. Drop me a comment. I like to talk to people who watch these videos. Let me know what's going on with you. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Drop me an email. It's all in the thing. Go to the About page and my email is there. So, till next time, y'all, get those emotions in check. And I'll be back again with some more encouraging words to help you ascend. Get to the 5th dimension in your mind. The 5th dimension is a physical place. It is a physical place. A lot like this place. But without the hate. Without the confusion. And free will is restored. I'm Pathina. This is Goddess Spirit World. And it's designed for everybody who's trying to ascend to Goddess status. So you can be more in control of your own reality. And you can rest assured when you get into your own self, everything is open to you. There are no limits. The only limit is the one you place on yourself. So I'll see y'all again on another day, y'all. Y'all be good and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.